Hello, my name is Emily Keckel, and this is my virtual field experience reflection. Some general information: I attended the elementary virtual field experience on February 11th, 2022, and I worked with fifth grader Avery. How did I help the teacher and students facilitate the learning? So I worked with fifth grader Avery and IU student Braden, and we helped operate the virtual aspects of the experience. Specifically, I flipped the pages, clicked on books and images, shared my screen, and Braden asked the questions and focused more on the literature perspective of the lesson. And we each took turns reading with the student and helped define any unknown terms that came up along the way. How did I use technology? So we used Epic Books to read with Avery, and we read the stories Groundhog Day and Malala, Activist for Girls' Education. How did technology contribute to teaching? So we allowed students to see the same book and read together by using Epic, and the student was able to be engaged through the digital book. And we learned how to take turns and work as a team, and the student learned how to be resilient and keep trying when mistakes were made. What would I change if I were to teach the same material again? I would have made a pre-made set of questions for the instructor to use. We had a set of questions, but it was very difficult, and I kind of wished that the program in the school would have provided a list just so it took a lot of pressure off of the instructors. And this way, we didn't have to come up with questions on the fly. And students, more students in each group. I really liked working with one student individually, but I really kind of thought I missed out on working with multiple students, and I would have liked to do a little bit more of that. So I think it would have been okay to have a few more students in the group. What do I think I did well? I think I did well giving directions to the students, helping to find different words, making sure everyone took turns, making sure everyone felt included, and giving time for discussion of the story and different story elements. What do I think I struggled with? So asking well thought out questions. Again, it was very difficult if we had to come up with more questions, coming up with them on the fly, and just kind of relating them back to the activity a little bit more. And pronouncing unknown words correctly. There was a book that we read that had a lot of different names, and it was difficult to pronounce all the names and making sure we pronounced them correctly, and it was just a little bit stressful. And also knowing how much time was left in the class to read, that would have been very helpful for time managing, and it was very difficult because our Zoom ended kind of abruptly, and we didn't really get enough time to conclude and say goodbye. So to improve these problems, what do I think I'm going to do? So again, the problems I just mentioned are over here, and my solution to them are as follows. Taking time before a class period to create a list of questions. We already had a list of questions, but again, it's just a good general term and a good idea to just even have that for other instructors. And scanning the book for unknown words prior to reading with the student is always a good tip. And keeping an eye on the clock at all times is a great way and a great solution to these problems. What did I learn, and how will I contribute this to my professional identity? So I learned how to read at a comfortable pace that worked for everyone. I'm a very fast reader, and I sometimes talk really fast, and I learned a lot about making sure I was being slow and steady, but at a good pace for everyone, a comfortable pace. And I learned how to remain calm and collected when confused, how to take turns without accidentally interrupting someone. It's very difficult especially on a Zoom. You're not in person and you can't get a feel of like when to jump in, and it's a little bit difficult. But also, how will this contribute to my own professional identity? I said it will help me work with all different types of students, be able to measure the different academic levels of my students, and be able to work with different aspects of technology. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I had a whole lot of fun with this activity, and I really hope to get to work with more students in the near future. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Bye-bye!